Hey, what up guys, I just came across a story again about the iPad mini. Now, I already did my video about that. You can go check that out, some other thoughts just that I had. And I'm in this video exactly what I just said. I'm just gonna give you some other thoughts that I have about this subject. Now, what I want to begin my video with, as well as actually what's gonna be a center point of my video, is actually gonna be a very good point that Mark Watson made just recently in one of his videos, and that is that this iPad mini will probably not be successful because the new iPod Touch starts at $300. So this new iPad mini, if it does happen, will not be less than an iPod Touch. That just not gonna make sense because it should have at least the same components, just with a bigger screen. If that, it should probably have even better components than the iPod Touch. Probably gonna carry a A6 processor, not a 5X, I believe, that is in the new iPod Touch. So if it even has the same components, still the bigger screen will give at least $50. So the new iPad mini will start at least with $350. Maybe if Apple does some magic and maybe cuts a bit on performance, maybe they can get it down to $300. But still, that doesn't really make sense because then people will choose between an iPod Touch and an iPad, which it really is a huge difference between them, and the iPad just, it makes sense for it to cost more. But even if it doesn't, even if it's $300, still, let's compare it to some other tablets. Now, this iPad mini probably gonna be around 7 inches. Makes sense for it to be smaller than the iPad that we have right now, iPad 3. So it's probably gonna be 7 inches to kind of fight with the market of this one-handed use tablets that had been coming out. So Nexus 7 or Amazon Kindle 7, I think that's the name of it. So it Apple wants to kind of mess up that market for those companies and just have something to compete with those tablets in that category. And they all are around 7 inches, probably what's the iPad mini gonna be like. But they cost around 200 to some go to 250, and very little of those 7-inch tablets actually touch $300. Whereas iPad mini, even if it's gonna be a really a better product, a better quality, better performance product, it's still gonna be too expensive to compete with that category. So really the question is, why is Apple doing this? I think they just see all those consumers and their money flying by them because they have nothing in that category. So they just want to throw something into that category for people who have a bit more money to spend on it, to consider and at least consider the iPad mini. And still, you know what? Doesn't really matter what price is gonna be. Those people who want a 7-inch tablet and there will be a 7-inch iPad mini, then yeah, they're gonna go for the iPad mini if they like it. And money isn't gonna be a big obstacle, but still it would make sense for Apple to go under $300 because of course more people will consider it then. So that's just my thoughts. Again, some other thoughts that I have about this subject. What are your thoughts? Leave that down in the comments below, share it with our community. Other than that, thank you for watching. I'll catch you guys later. Bye.